Druxman, who's the founder of Stroller Strides.
And the author of Lean Mommy.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay, I want to be a lean mommy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've been trying for a very long time.
I know, the title is actually tricky because Lean Mommy actually stands for Learn Eating Awareness and Nutrition.
There's a trick.
There's a trick involved. You know, I don't want moms just to focus on what they look like. I really want moms to focus on having strength and energy and the health that they need for motherhood.
Can I just tell you what my philosophy is on this?
Please do.
Okay. I know women who will forego, the gym or a massage or something like that to get a mani-pedi, which is fine, except that if you're really feeling like you need that massage, maybe I just kind of think that beauty flows better from inside out than outside in.
Well, you would be able to tell by my non-manicured nails that
These are working hands.
Totally agree with you. And so what I work on is really helping moms, helping women make the shift in their thinking. So they actually want to exercise and want to eat well. Like, I was so excited that I got a chance to run this morning. And I know people are watching and just hating me right now, but I think that, I know it's a shift that needs to happen because you start to shift it and go, know what? This is something I'm doing for myself. This is truly, this is my time. And it's something that gives me strength and it gives me energy. And, how many times do you at 3 o'clock feel like you're just going to crash, and that's when people get their second set of coffee or whatever. I really find that when I take better care of myself, then I have the energy to keep on going. I don't crash, and I can wait till 9 o'clock to do that.
So why don't you give us some specific examples of things that women can do or should do?
Well, I think that we need to throw away the idea of that it has to be traditional exercise in a gym, because that's not the case. Find ways to fit fitness in. And so even if it's a 10-minute walk with the stroller or incorporating your baby into the workout, or maybe your baby's happily playing on the playroom floor and you're doing some exercises right next to him or her, you're still with them. It's still, time, but it's also a little bit of strength for yourself. So little baby steps, I think, make a really big difference. And if, the first time you go out, you feel like, God, I'm exhausted after 10 minutes of a walk, that was too much, then that's great. Do 10 minutes and the next day see if you can do 11. Since we're all moms, I'll use a mommy analogy. And when you see your baby first start to walk, they take a couple steps and they fall, and they take a couple steps and they fall. At no time do you ever think, oh, my baby's never going to learn how to walk. You know they're going to get there.
Good point.
And so I love working with moms who have never exercised before, because, I think there's enough trainers out there for the already fit people.
Never exercised before?
I love working with moms who have never exercised before, because I really think that they can embrace that, know what? Take baby steps each day and you can get to wherever you want to go. Think about it. If every day you just took one, can one of you tell me what you did for exercise in the last couple of days?
I went to the gym.
Okay.
And I worked out really hard.
Good for you. Okay. So then that might be enough, but maybe
she's thinner than I am. So how does that work?
We're all blessed with different genetics.
I know.
But you feel a lot better than she did. Because I'm just guessing, because she didn't exercise. But whatever.
I do feel really good.
See? Whatever.
You're beautiful.
Yeah. Whatever your exercise routine is, again, even if it's the smallest step, I would just keep working with my clients to add an extra day or add a drop more intensity. But again, I think that you also have to work on those mind tapes so that you're not thinking, oh, exercise is torture. I don't like this. It has to be that this is positive and this is something I actually enjoy doing for myself.
I love going to the gym because I love going to my yoga class.
Yeah.
It is hands down the best thing for me because it's a mental challenge.
Yeah.
I feel peaceful. I mean, literally, I'm like running in, dropping the kids off at the little nursery, and then running to get to my class and trying to get my mat out. And by the end of class, I'm like, hey,
yoga, I take one class a week and it's the highlight of my week. I think and I wish all exercise could be like this because it's the combination of both physical and very mental. And like you get that ooey gooey feeling like after you just had a massage.
Yes.
But you earned that feeling rather than that somebody just gave it to you.
But to me, for the overactive brain that I have, it's an exercise and discipline to clean it out. Get all the worries. I'm basically, I feel like with every pose that I'm holding, I'm working on clearing all things out of my brain.
And I love it. And so whatever your exercise of choice is, whether it's running or walking with the stroller or whatever it might be, instead of just thinking of clearing this out, you can think about clearing out the gunk that's in our body. Because
and it's there. When you
we
sweat
got some
and you
gunk.
smell it, you're like, whoa, that was some gunk in there.
Whether it's the processed foods we eat or the extra fats we eat or the sugars we eat.
Right.
So every single exercise.
You're like, there goes the Fritos.
I'm think about processing that gunk out of the body and kind of cleaning out the system.
For the women who can't carve out a large chunk of time, and that's most women.
Yes.
I mean,
Every mom
if you
I know.
have, a list of 10 exercises that you should do, like
that you
My
can do at
favorite.
home.
we're going to do like 15 sit-ups and 20 push-ups, whatever. You can do those throughout the day, right?
Wherever you can get them. So if you can only do it
and
in
it still
10,
counts.
it still
It
counts.
doesn't
If
have
you
to
can
be all
only,
in one.
It doesn't. If you can only do them in 10-minute segments, then that's better than not doing it at all. A 5-minute segment. Anytime, if you're going up the stairs every day, you know what? Power up the stairs. Every
Carry
time
that laundry and go,
every time you're strengthening your heart in that particular one, or strengthening your leg muscles, or preparing for different things. So, I don't have necessarily a top 10 list of my very favorite exercises, but I would say certainly ones that are easy to get in are lunges. Lunges you can do throughout the house. You can do a lunge with when you're pushing a stroller, which you might feel
They
like
look weird, but
but
it's
know what?
working.
In the privacy of your home, or then that's why we do Stroller Strides classes, because then, when you're with 20 other women doing it, you don't feel so silly.
Right.
But a lunge is just a really great lower body exercise. It's a compound exercise. You're not just isolating one muscle. A squat is the same way.
Right.
But of course, you hear so much about the core, but I'm going to focus on a lot about the core. And I don't just mean when you're exercising like a crunch or something like that. I mean always when you are driving, we're sitting here right now, keep thinking about engaging the core, because I know more moms that are in
sucked
pain.
my stomach in.
I know, we all do. I know more moms who are in pain and get aches and pains after having a baby than during pregnancy. And it's just your body is at its weakest state, and then you expect it to take on its biggest endeavor and challenge ever. So I really think that, having your body present and being ready for all different kinds of movements is super helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
For more about Lisa and Stroller Strides and getting your body back after baby, check out our website, mamacast.com. I always feel like we're in that part of Airplane where we're like, there is only one river. The two monks that look at each other. I'm sorry, Jen. Okay.
Two.
Just look at her like.
Action.